Welcome back to Engage Week, our live stream where we come together, we connect, and we talk about all of the amazing things God is doing right here at Nbomi. My name is Tidra.
And I'm Sherelle.
We are super excited to be your host tonight as we dive into this recap. We're going to discuss some amazing things that took place in the month of April and things that are coming up. So you want to make sure you stay tuned. Click like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do because you don't want to miss anything and you don't want anyone connected to miss anything. Right. So we are super excited, but we first want to give honor to God. Yes. Without God, we could not go forth in these amazing services. So we bless and we honor God. Next, we have to give honor to our amazing apostles, Chief Apostle Sean and Apostle Prophetess Kadesh. We love you. We honor you. We thank God for your yes. We thank God for your press. Now, let's get into it. Let's talk about April.
Come on.
April was amazing, we kicked it off with our spring revival.
Right,
yes.
Our 3-day revival. Yeah. 3 days of
3 days.
His power, his glory manifesting in the place. It was powerful.
It was leading up into Resurrection Sunday.
Right.
And so we're going to talk about all 3 nights.
All 3.
You know, we kicked it off on Friday, and then we went into Saturday, and we ended with our amazing morning glory service. So let's get into Friday. Yes.
War night.
War night, war, pray night. You know, what I love about war prayer night is when, you know, the Bible tells us, you know, pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we did for war prayer night. Like, we prayed without ceasing.
Yeah.
I love how we went into praise and worship.
Right.
You know, there was an uplifting, there was worship, there was praise, and then we prayed.
Right.
And then it was more praise and worship. There was some uplifting, there was some praise, and then we prayed. And then we worshiped some more. We got a nice word, and then we prayed some more.
Right.
We
and the prophetic word went forth by Prophet Keith. It just was a shift in the atmosphere. You could just feel as the night progressed on Friday night, you could just feel his glory manifesting in the room. I mean, to where reverence came. Yeah. Like, you just wanted to lay it all out.
Right.
We even had an altar call.
We did. The altar was open all night long. And, like, you have to know, when you're in a service and there is prayer going on all night, imagine that atmosphere. Yeah. Just imagine how ripe that atmosphere is. Like, we declared some things in the atmosphere. There was healing in the atmosphere.
Some things was broken in the atmosphere. And I just love how the Holy Spirit is. And when you're in tune with the Holy Spirit, He knows exactly what's needed in the room.
He does.
So once you in tune with Him and you go forth and you pray, He shifts.
He shifts, and that's exactly what He did. And what a way to start revival with a war prayer night. Like, we're saying, you know, revival shall be this. Revival shall go forth in this way. We shall see your glory. We shall see manifestation. Right. And just to declare that in the room, what was your take? What did you feel Friday night?
So even the word rive, right? Yeah. It was the tearing down, the breaking down. Mm-hmm. And it's only right that was Friday night, right?
Yeah.
Only to place yourself to receive what was coming for resurrection. Because in the back of your mind, like, okay, this is resurrection weekend. Yeah. He rose for us, but in order for us to get up when He get up, like, those things that don't belong to us and that we claim, you know, we have to let it go. Yeah. And for it to be ripped from us, I just thank God that I just thank God that I was a part and in the room at the same time.
In the room. Yeah, I could just describe it if I could even put words to it. There are really no words. Yeah. But the consistent high.
Come on.
You know, when you're in service, and there's never a low. Now, don't get mistaken. There's never a low. Yeah. But you got your highs, and then it's like you mellow out, right? It's like, oh, Lord, you just bask in the glory. We went through that all night long. Like, there was
we did.
When we did come down to bask, we went right back up there.
Like, just basking on what you saw. Yeah. Because in different parts of the service, different things happen, so you saw. So it was like, God, I give you glory for that. Yes. God, I give you glory for that. Lord, I lay this at your feet. Yeah. Lord, I thank you for the deliverance. Mm-hmm. Lord, I thank you for the healing. Like, it was just moments of that service that you were just thanking God for. Yeah. And the praise went up. Like, we went up.
Yeah.
We went up.
We went up. It's like when you're in a service, to put words to that feeling, it's the Holy Spirit's like, nope, there's more.
There's more.
I know you got this.
Come
I
on.
know you feel this breaking off of you. I know you feel your joy, but yep, there's more. Stay tuned.
Right.
There's more. We're going back up. And just that all night. So even leaving that night, that feeling of I just got filled completely.
Come on, because we all need a fresh, a new. So a new anointing came, a new oil came, a new atmosphere came, and in your mindset, you just leaving here like with a greater faith. Like, nothing is impossible. We witness it. Nothing is impossible when it comes to God.
It's nothing.
We had testimonies, deliverance, all that in one.
Yes. Yeah, it is the miraculous.
Come on.
We witnessed the miraculous.
We did.
On Friday night, war prayer night. Had healing in the room, a miraculous healing. You know, a lady came with her cane, limping, and put it at the altar.
And left it there.
It's still on the altar, y'all. We want you to see it.
We got proof.
We got
proof that it is here.
Still on the altar.
And that just goes to show you when the atmosphere is right and conducive, when everybody get on one accord, what he can do in the room.
Yeah,
and he did just that.
He did.
He knew healing needed to take place. He knew deliverance needed to take place. So those who came to the altar, those who needed and came for something.
Yeah.
Because let's be for real. When we come to service, we looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
We need something.
Yeah.
And that night, nobody left empty.
Nobody. We all, when we come to service, you should be looking to put something down.
Yeah.
And to get an impartation. And I know
good.
This cane is the physical manifestation of what was put down, but many things were put down in that service.
Yeah.
This is just an example of something that you can see.
Come on.
Of
tangible.
Something you can see. Tangible.
Right,
Yes, I like that. Tangible, that you can see. But many things were put down. And when you are in a service here at Nbomi,
come on.
night one, Revival, war prayer night, this is the type of things that happen. The miraculous. Just imagine that feeling in the act when we saw her.
Right.
Just put that cane down. And it was, I believe her daughter got a little, okay, Mom, we get it. Let's get the cane. She said no. She said, no, I'm about to dance. And she told her daughter, she said, leave it there.
You know what? When I heard putting a praise, she was sealing it.
Yes.
She was sealing what God did for her. Yeah. And we was in agreement with her, and it was amazing.
It was
and it just after fellowship and how many people came afar.
Yeah. So many people traveled.
Yeah. When you know God is here and in the building, who wouldn't want to come?
Who wouldn't want? When this is how he's moving, and this atmosphere is that conducive to where no matter what chains I come in here.
Come on. They're broken.
They're broken. I can leave it here at the altar and it's going to work.
Come on.
And they're going to make sure that it's sealed and I walk out the same way. Like I don't walk out the same way.
Right.
Like the deliverance I got at the altar, I keep it.
And the people of all ages, like we had old, new, babies coming together and worshiping God. It was amazing.
And that was just night one, you guys. Night one of Revival.
Yeah. Saturday Night Life was the second night.
The second night, and that even to me, people, Saturday Night Life, it was a time for people to come together and showcase their gifts, the gifts that God put in them. And, when you first hear it at first glance, it may sound like, oh, that's just a mere talent show. Yeah. No, that wasn't a talent show. It was a showcasing of gifts, giving God the glory.
Right, giving it back to him. Giving it back to him. Who gave it to us. Yeah. So just seeing the different people that came up here and performed, like you could feel God's manifestation and glory through, was it rap, dance, prophetic dance, poetry. Yes. Even the words that were spoken, you thinking that it's just music, or you thinking that it's just words. Yeah. It was heartfelt. Yeah. Like everybody in the room could feel the power through the words, or through the rap, or through the ministry of prophetic dancing that went forth. It was even the kids performed.
Yeah, even the kids song. Yeah,
they performed.
Yep.
The choir. It was good.
And you just feel the glory, because the difference is, you know, they weren't performing to get the glory, to show, oh, look at me, look at how good, look at what I can do. No, God, I'm giving this back to you.
Yeah.
God, you gave it to me, and I'm going to give it back to you. And, you know, the Bible tells us, if I be lifted up, you know, I will draw. So to be in the crowd, to be in the number, to be in the drawing, that was just.
And I love how it was everybody supporting one another.
Yes.
Even though it was different acts and different things that were going on, even our youth came and support the youth, right?
Or even I loved it.
Even the poetry that went forth, like those were heartfelt, powerful words that went forth, and God was the point of it all.
Yeah,
it was. God. We were gathered in a room to display talents of what He have given us.
Yeah.
So that's what was amazing about it, that it wasn't just a talent show just, oh, here we go, another night. No, it was God's getting the glory out of what He's given us.
Exactly. And you took the words right out of my mouth. It's just, how out of the box is that? Like, how out of the box is that?
Yeah.
Like, a revival, you want to come, you want to get the word and love that. Love it. But to have a night to, Lord, I'm going to give my gifts back to you. Yeah. Whatever that gift is, whether you sing, whether you dance, you know, whatever it is you do, whether you do poetry, and just to have a night. And I'm so blessed to be a part of a ministry that makes space for that realizes that, like, when you give God what He put in you back, you're giving Him the glory. And what happens in that atmosphere while you're giving Him the glory, everybody pulls on that.
Because the fire came in the room.
Yes.
The power came in the room. Yeah. And I just thank God of a ministry of talented people.
Yeah.
And those are you that are watching, that are connected to Nbomi. If you do poetry, if you do sing, if you do dance, if you do it out of the glory of God and giving it back to Him, He will advance it, accelerate, and ascend it even the more, and bring out that gift for it to be for He to be displayed. Mm-hmm. Because that's what they did. They displayed God when they came in here. Yeah. And you can feel the power in the room.
You can feel. We went up several times.
Come on. And that's the thing about going up. Like, it's no top to it. Like, oh, I'm here. I've reached the top. No, when going up in God, it's more. Yeah. It's more. It's more.
Yeah.
It's more.
And just shout out to our very own evangelist Sadante. It was the prophetic flow for me.
It was. She was our MC for that night.
What amazing MC. And the prophetic flow, the song. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh she produced and birthed a song of us arising and arriving to the occasion. That's what we have to do at God. We have to arrive to the occasion because He is always there. So there's always an encounter if He's there.
It is. And that's just an example of what it's like to be in the room in the midst of the glory. And this Apostle Kadesh said this. She was like, they are here to set fire to you.
Come on.
You know, maybe you didn't perform on Saturday Night Live. You know, maybe you were sitting back. Maybe you were watching online. Yeah. You know, maybe you were in the building and maybe you did not perform, but they sent a spark.
Yeah.
They did. They ignited. You know, they are giving God the glory, they're giving God the gifts back. I need to do the same. So it was truly amazing to witness.
And then the third day,
He rose.
Resurrection Sunday.
Yes, Resurrection Sunday.
Was
the resurrection
the last
play.
day of the revival. And it was amazing. Yeah. I don't think nobody wanted to go home. We was just basking. Yeah. We had the amazing resurrection play our Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, an Nbomi production.
Come on.
Again, I know I keep saying I'm just so amazed, so blessed to be a part of a ministry.
You just want to brag. You want to brag what God is doing within the ministry. That's how you know He's here.
I know, like that play was just so amazing. Like the setup, you know, they really took the time to carve out, you know, the resurrection of our Savior.
And I just like the different scenes.
Yes.
Because if you didn't know the story of the resurrection or what Jesus went through and what He had to take on for us to be free, like, you was able to see that during the play. You was able to hear that through the music or the strip that went forth. Like, it was God, like, Jesus, God, I thank you for giving us Jesus.
Yeah.
And Jesus, I thank you for going through it because he didn't have to,
do it. Yes, and he did it.
He did it.
And you said it, it gave like a step by step.
Yeah.
And it's honestly like learning material.
Come on.
I really feel like that can be, that is the message. That is the word,
right.
And it helps you to, okay, this is how it happened. This is the sequence. These are the steps.
Yeah.
And it gives you a visual. An amazing visual, might I add.
Yeah. Because even though you read it and you hear it, to see it play by play, like, God, it's another level of gratitude and thankfulness. Like, wow, like you did that for me. You did that for us. You did that so that we can live and tell others about you.
Wow.
It was power in the play.
It was.
Itself. Like his story and his name is power.
Yeah.
So I want to applaud Nbomi Productions, everybody that was a part of it. Evangelist Dante, once again, for writing the strip. Everybody behind the scenes, everybody that helped out. It was very powerful, and you could just really feel and understand his story even the more.
And appreciate it. We all do.
Yes.
But to have that visual, that perfectly carved out and organized visual, I really enjoyed it.
It's the appreciation of him.
It is.
Of what he went through. And his story.
Yeah. So many talented people within the ministry. Another showcase to Nbomi Production.
We got a lot of actors, y'all.
Yeah, some actors, I'm telling you.
And for them to memorize this.
And the composure. Now, it was a few scenes, I did so many things watching that play. I cried from laughter. I cried just from my spirit, from gratitude. And I just laughed. Like, it's so many emotions.
Right.
I'm like, we got some good actors because I would have fell out laughing.
Come on. Or break character, right?
Yeah, I would have broke character. So some amazing actors, some amazing script writers. It was just a blessing to be in the building to witness, another Nbomi production.
Right.
Yes.
Now, I had so many favorite parts, but I think the part that really touched me is him carrying that cross.
Yes.
Like, it was a symbolic of the weight of this world, right?
Yeah.
Like everything that this world has been taking me through, I'm carrying it so you don't have to carry it. So we don't have to carry it. That was like the highlight that I couldn't unsee. Because like you said, it was a visual thing. So just him carrying it and being beaten and ridiculed and, them talking bad to him while he's going through that.
Yeah.
And for him to, come on now, we talking about Jesus. Jesus could have told them angels.
Yeah. And they said that. They highlighted that in the play. Do you not know that angels can come right now if I speak it? No.
He said no.
My Father's will shall go forth. So that's
alone. Nothing will compare to his glory.
Yeah.
So the things that you may encounter on this day-to-day or in this life, nothing is going to compare to his glory. And that was so significant to me during the play.
Yeah. What a way.
And the fact that he got up.
And he got up. He rose. What a way, to end our 3-day revival.
Yeah.
I just felt so light. I felt so fresh.
Yeah.
I just truly, truly blessed to experience.
You felt revived.
I felt revived.
You felt restored and everything else in it.
Rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Revival was everything.
Come
so
on.
You want to stay tuned. You do not want to miss our next revival.
Yes.
Stay locked in, stay following, stay watching. Get to the house if you can. We are here in Columbia. We're going to add that in there. 5321 Farrell Road, Columbia, South Carolina, 29203.
Stay in tune.
Yes.
Be connected.
Yes.
Let us know what's going on next.
Yes. So, coming up, we talked about April. We talked about our amazing revival.
Yes.
But coming up, we have our She Ministry brunch.
She Ministry. Pop, pop, pop. Come on. I
love it. And the theme is brushes and brunch.
Come on.
Yep. May 24th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So you want to stay tuned. I'm excited.
I'm
She
excited
Ministry
too.
Has amazing events. I always leave She Ministry events full as well.
Come on, empowered, right?
Empowered.
It's other women coming together, empowering one another.
Yeah.
And I just love how our amazing apostle, shine light on us. Like, you are enough. You are healed. You know what I'm saying? And that you can go forth in God and be the woman that he had called us to be.
Yeah.
we can walk in boldness.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
How we empowered each other.
She Ministry survived, healed enough. And you will not leave a She Ministry event feeling any other type of way.
But full.
Yeah, but full. And we have fun while we're doing it. We really do. We have fun, but we are going to go up. And we are going to experience his glory. So you really, really want to participate in a She Ministry event.
Right.
Make sure you stay tuned. When announced, She Ministry meets every third Friday of the month. When we meet, it will be a third Friday.
Yeah.
But coming up, it is on Saturday, May 24th.
Right, and that's
brunch.
That is brushes and brunch. Yeah. So ladies, bring your makeup brushes.
Yeah.
Come on, we're gonna be pretty. We're gonna get God while we're doing it. A message may go forth. Power. Listen, just show up because you don't know what God gonna do in the room.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, and we come with receipts. We already showed you the cane of God healing, and now we got more receipts. You have to check this video out of our last year brunch when we got together, and it was powerful.
Phenomenal.
Don't take my word for it. Watch the video.
To see a She Brunch. You do not want to miss it. Yes, that was just an amazing time. We were all in the room for last year's She Brunch, and there really are no words. Powerful. So remember, May 24th, come on out, 12 to 3.
Listen, we got a treat for you. We have a special guest, our very own youth leader, Pastor Kanea.
Welcome.
Thank you.
She's hanging out with us today now.
Yes.
So, just a recap. Yesterday was Youth Sunday. So, being that you are our youth leader, how did it feel yesterday to see some different faces up there, like bringing the word and encouraging us?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
As I said it yesterday at the end of service, my prayer has always been, last year coming into this year was, God, start activating the youth. Start activating their gifts. I don't want us to be a house that just say it and we don't see it. So that's been my prayer lately, and to actually see it like happening in service, and not just like, we know as adults, we carry the authority and the power, and we can speak with power and authority, but to see like actual youth bringing the word, and it's not like in what we would say in childlike form, but it's actually like in a mature adult-like manner. It's like, that's mind-blowing to me. Like, God is good.
God is good. And we've been elaborating on that, actually, this whole engage of how we've been seeing proof of God's glory and manifestation come. So you're right, to see them come forth and on a level that a child is bringing, but everybody can understand.
Right,
Like
right.
God does that.
Yeah,
He'll
right.
put it in forms where everybody can get it. So
Right.
we can't say, oh, well, God, you know, I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
He let it spoke out of children's mouths.
Right.
So
Wow.
we just give God the glory for that.
Yes,
Right.
and that's what we often talk, on Engage, just about the youth ministry and how we love the time that you and Pastor Mally take with them.
Yeah.
And it's real, it's tangible. We've talked about manifestation, and we
Yeah.
saw that on
Yeah.
yesterday.
Absolutely.
It was literally the embodiment of out of the mouth of babes.
Yeah.
Some of the youth, when they got up and they talked about what they've been feasting on,
Right,
it
right.
really speaks, to what they're learning, what's being poured into them.
Yeah.
And I just thank God for a ministry that will pour
Right.
into our youth.
Right.
Just as equal,
Right,
Because a lot of
right.
times it's a lot about the adults. And, the adults have the power, the adults
Yeah.
lead it. No, the
Right.
youth, as you say, they are the now generation.
Right,
Not
now,
the next,
now.
but the now. Their
Right.
assignment starts now. So
Right.
I really love that.
Yeah.
I just like to, being that you are the youth pastor,
Uh-huh.
of how you can relate to the youth
Mm-hmm.
and be there for them in a way that probably mothers or elders or teachers, nobody can probably touch them on a level, but they see the God in you that they can
Yeah.
come to you
Listen.
and you can relate to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So the question I want to ask is, do you feel like God is opening up new ways for you to touch the youth in our ministry?
Yes, I would say yes. I would say another prayer that I had.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Going-
Tapping in.
Yeah.
Going
Tap
into
in.
coming into this year, I was asking God, I know a lot of people want, titles and stuff like that, but I didn't want to just hold the title just to have it. I wanted to actually be a youth pastor, as somebody that, because I've started breaking it down to see, pastor is a shepherd over a flock, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a shepherd over children. So I was telling God, if I'm a shepherd over youth, help me to actually be that shepherd.
Come on.
So to see, God in my prayer time, him, opening my eyes to see more, to hear more, to know more, of what children may be going through or dealing with. And when we're able to come into the house, and all come together, it makes it that much more like essential, and it makes it more like it makes more sense, being that God answered my prayer of helping me to actually be that youth pastor. It makes more sense when we come in here now and I'm able to see and know, like, okay, God, I see what, what you're showing me. I understand. So it's a beautiful experience. This year has started off awesome. Like,
I was about to say,
tremendously.
we only in
like,
April going into
right.
May.
Yeah. This year has started off great, like
Right.
amazing. And I'm just in expectation to see like what the youth ministry is going to grow to by the end of this year. I feel like by the end of this year, I told Pastor Mally and I, hey, by the end of this year, we need one of these youth to be running these youth services.
Come on.
Like one of the youth to run the service. I'm like, I'm expecting that by the end of this year.
And
Yeah.
I believe that it shall come
it.
to pass
Yeah.
because we don't have selfish youth leaders.
don't.
And
Yeah.
to see y'all really take the time as members and parents, like as parents, I just thank God for true leaders that really care for the
Glory
youth.
be to God.
And I have children that's all different ages, from old to 16 to youngest too. And this ministry, I could say honestly, works with each and every one of them for them to understand.
Yeah.
Even during morning empowerment, we was playing one of the games that answered the Bible questions, and Bryson, my middle one, was like, "Oh, I learned that in the back." So he was excited to answer. And Pastor Mally too, like kudos to him too. It's just that y'all don't just wear the title, but you can really see God in the youth.
Yeah.
Like you can see them being activated. You can see them being poured into, and that y'all are not selfish about it.
Glory be to
So
God.
I do want to applaud y'all for that.
Yes, yes, we do. And I have to second that. I have children in all of those age ranges too, from preschool all the way up to teenager. And you and Pastor Malakar are letting the Lord use you. You know, you're doing a phenomenal job because all of my children are excited to come to church.
Wow.
And I remember being their age. I wasn't as
Come
excited
on.
to
Me
come to
neither.
church.
Right.
I wasn't excited about being in church all the time, but they truly are.
Yeah.
They are.
I
They
love
really
it.
are.
is great to hear. I
Right. Even activities, like it's activities. I think one of my son's friend was like, "You going to church again?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to church again." But it's not like boring to them. It's exciting. And you're right. When I was growing up, I was like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta go back to church." But for them, it was like, "You going to church?" Like, I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm going. It's exciting. It truly is.
Love it.
So you want to be a part. Nbomi Youth Ministry, Youth Sunday. It's every fourth Sunday.
Yeah.
Come and be a part in the house.
Yeah.
Now, you and Pastor Mally, you're not only over the youth ministry. You have what we call our World Changers, which is our young adult ministry.
Yes, it is.
Tell us some exciting news about what's happening with our World Changers.
So, we are officially relaunching our podcast, Keeping It 100 podcast. So it will be on May 9th. And it'll be at 7 p.m. It's open to everybody. It's not just young adults. You know, if you're younger, you're older, children, it doesn't matter. It's open to everybody. Everybody can come out, you know, be a part of the podcast. Just to give a little back history of what the podcast is. Keeping It 100. Of course, we had to find a little young hip name, you know, to make it hip. Keep It 100. But basically, what it is I feel like in a world where, you know, everything isn't always honest, you know, on social media, everything isn't always true, you know, and social media is what runs a lot of young adults' lives these days. So we wanted to provide something that, you know, is actually true, actually pure, like talking about every possible topic that young adults may go through, you know, and that's one of our topics for actually the first relaunching of the podcast on May 9th, where the topic is what mama said. So growing up, things, you know, kind of like reminiscing on things, you know, your mother said that stuck with you, that helped you to become the person that you are. And also a segment to where Pastor Mally and I went to do a segment to where we can also pour into mothers. So like maybe, you know, we're young adults, so young single moms who may like need guidance, don't really know how to do the whole mom thing, you know, just being young and being a parent. Sometimes, you know, you don't always know what to do because you're young, you know. So it's just a time to, you know, like I said, reminisce on what your mama said growing up, and also just to take that time for we're going to get some older people up, some little seasoned mothers, you know, to pour into the young adults so they can, you know, get that good guidance into motherhood and what it entails and how motherhood is supposed to look in God.
That's good.
Yes,
That's
now
good.
that sounds amazing. I'm going to put that in my phone.
Right.
It says open to everybody.
Yes,
May 9th.
it's open to
May 9th.
Yeah.
You want to get here?
Yep, open to everybody. Yep.
All right, so is that in-house and online?
Yes.
Or is,
Yep.
So what time for in-house?
7 p.m.
7
for in-house.
p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
May
7
9th.
p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it'll be streaming through Nbomi?
Yes,
Okay.
it will.
TV.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in. Now, this is a pre-launch, okay?
gosh.
Please tell me something your mama said.
Oh, gosh. My mother said so much growing up. It's not even one thing I could pinpoint on. One thing my mother said, this was funny. So my mother was, she still is, a stickler for, we've all graduated now, me and all my siblings, but in school, she was a stickler for us to have all A's. You know, we had to have all A's. We had to be on the all A honor roll. So if we got a B, she said, "Be me, you get a beating, because you can do better," right? So we got to be, you know, we didn't get our butt cut every time we had a B. Most times we got a B, we was getting fussed at. You know, like because she knew, and it's not just, you know, I don't want to sound like my mother was harsh growing up. She was very stern and strict, you know, but she was always a person to where she wants to get the best out of you all the time. So she knew that we could do better because we were, you know, all and still are smart children, you know. So she knew, okay, I done seen you get all A's all this time, and now so you right. So if you getting a B now, no, you can do better. So B's mean you can do better. You gonna get a beating.
Come on,
because you can do better.
Wow,
Miss Tidra, something your mama said.
You know, it's funny you asked that because I was talking to my mother today, and
wow.
I had to pull her on her and told her, you know, Mom, you remember, you know, when I was growing up, you told me when your hand is in the lion's mouth, you tread easy. You know, it's one of them old country sayings. So it means you got to be careful. You just can't be coming all out the mouth, any kind of way, and how you want to come out. I get, you may feel a certain way, but you got to be careful. You know, your words, you got to be as wise as a serpent, but as harmless as a dove. The Bible teaches us that. So that was one of her favorite things. It's pretty much that Bible verse. Just put, when your hand is in the lion's mouth, tread easy.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's a good one. I've never heard that one.
Old country sayings. It felt good to use it on her.
It'd be like that though. I will say, if that you can hear.
You can hear.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That was my mama. Like, be like, and then it's your whole government name too. Like you just knew, like, oh,
I'm in trouble.
What did I do? So let's shift. We've been talking about youth. We've been talking about the world changers and the impact that our leaders been having and God has been doing within our ministry. Tell us what's next, Tidra.
Well, we are growing. As you hear, we are stepping out into so many different things, even the podcast, She Ministry, so many amazing things. Even we began with revival that God has for this ministry. And I know I'm not alone, because in here we eat so good, you got to go back and catch the replay. And so in the replay, I'm like, are we really that packed? We was really, I wasn't noticing. I was just, getting God. But when you watch the replays, we are packed. So God is really and truly expanding us. We're going to shift to this video, and we're going to let you see.
Right.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's time to rise. What are you waiting for? Go and possess it. What are you waiting for? It's time to rise. Possess the land, possess the land, possess the land. What are you waiting for? It's time to rise. What are you waiting for? It's time to get up. What are you waiting for? It's time to go forth. Possess the land, possess the land, possess the land. Possess the land, possess the land, possess the land. Possess the land, possess the land, possess the land.
It's yours for the taking. 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 For the kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. It's yours for the taking. 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 For the kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. It's the kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. Shout it out, the kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. Oh, the kingdom suffer violence. And the violent take it by force. The kingdom suffer violence. We're no punch in the spirit. We take it by force. We're no punch in the spirit. We take it by force. 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 We're no punch in the spirit. We take it by force. We're no begging. We're not asking. But we take it by force. We take it by force. Somebody snatch it. Go, go, go. Snatch it, snatch it. We
family. You saw. We are growing. Yes. What a way to be a part.
We're excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Yes, and you too can be a part.
You too, right.
Yeah.
Because we have to go forth of what God is doing.
Yeah.
And even the mission and the vision of the church, of the ministry, proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ by planting ministries all over the world. Like, we are doing that.
Yeah.
So in ways of sowing, we do have more details to come. But before that happens, if you want to sow and you see the vision that and God placed it on your heart to go ahead and sow, please do that. You can head to our website, www.nbomi.org. You can go on our Zelle, www.nbomi09@gmail.com, or you can go on our Givelify, NBOMI. Listen, I'm excited what God is doing.
I'm very excited. And just to be a part, you know.
Come on.
To be a part, to labor among God's people and be a part, you know, once, you know, we walk into that harvest and we can, you know, stretch our arms out. It's like to be able to go back and say, yeah, I sowed into that.
And honestly, it's a good thing to be busting out the seams, but now we got to make room.
Yeah, we making room. We making room. So go ahead, sow that seed. You know, not only sow that seed monetarily, but sow that seed of sharing.
Right.
You know, when you said, like we said, more to come, make sure you share it so that you can see, you know, when we walk in that place, I sowed into that ground. And you know what? You're going to reap from that ground, too. From a
good
God
grounds.
Whose word cannot return void. And his word says that.
His word says that. And we rely, our foundation is his word. Yes. That's all we have is his word.
I love it.
And then he will perform.
He will perform. Yes.
So amazing. And just be in tune and share and watch us online. Even for our upcoming events, like we said, I want to iterate on our She Ministry, our She Brushes and Brunch. Come on, get your makeup, ladies. Yes. Come on and eat with us, fellowship with us. Do God with us. Yeah. Do God with us.
God with
Come
us.
on.
We're going up regardless. Yes.
And that is May 25th. Yeah. It starts at 12 p.m.
24th, right?
May 24th. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At 12 p.m. and it's till 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Please head to the website to register. You do it. This is a free event, but you do have to register.
Yes.
And you can go to www.kadeshministries.com to make sure you register. Yeah. And then we also have our appreciation service.
Yes, we do. We have our appreciation service coming up. You want to be able to show your appreciation for our amazing apostles. Yeah. They give so much, and they just pour out so much.
So this is a service to celebrate God and the God in our leaders. Amazing of what they're doing and the plans and what they have for us. Yeah.
And this is May 18th at 4 p.m. That's a Sunday at 4 p.m. And it's your chance to just come out and be a part. You know, it's so into our apostles. Yeah. You know, they do so much. They feed us so much.
This is a time to celebrate them.
Yeah, to celebrate them for all that they do.
And let them know they are appreciated.
Yes, most certainly. Yeah.
Because we do love them. We can't hog them, but we do love them.
So come on out, be a part. Yes.
And our ending. Come on. What we have.
We could stay here, I mean, just all night with you guys. We love you so much. Yes, and we talk about the glory of God and the amazing things that he's doing. But we're going to end now, you know. But make sure you stay in tune with us. You know, you can follow us on Facebook in New Beginnings Outreach Ministries International. You can watch our services on YouTube at NBOMI TV. You can follow us on Instagram. We are on Instagram at NBOMI/Cola and NBOMI/ATL. Shout out to our ATL family. Yeah. We love you.
We love you guys.
Yes, you want to make sure you stay connected. Use these platforms and stay connected because you don't want to miss anything. We got amazing things. You know, every first Friday, when announced, you want to stay tuned because with our very own Chief Apostle Sean, when announced, he hosts the Man Cave. The first Friday of every month. So make sure you stay connected. Right. Yes, World Changers. We just had an amazing interview with one of our amazing youth pastors, Pastor Kanea, with World Changers. So on the second Friday, you want to be tuned. You want to stay in tune to know when they meet and what they're doing. You know, it's times I want to be a world changer.
Come on.
I want to meet with them.
Relaunching of their new podcast.
New podcast.
Come on.
Yeah. Stay tuned. It was at May 9th. You can come in-house, and it is going to be streamed online at Nbomi TV.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. should you want to be in the house. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be in the house.
Yeah.
I know. So every third Friday of the month is She Ministry with our very own Apostle Prophetess Kadesh.
Right.
And I'm excited.
Right.
Yep.
Because May, we are having our brunches and brunch.
Our brunches and brunches, which is on a Saturday, May 24th,
right,
from 12 to 3.
3.
So you want to come on out, and do not forget to register. And last but certainly not least, is our Youth Sunday.
Yeah,
every fourth Sunday of the month. You heard about the amazing things that our youth pastors have in store for our youth. You heard even our testimonies of how our youth enjoy being in the building. So come on out to the building. Make sure you stay locked in, stay in tune, because we want to see you.
We want to see you.
Yes. We love you. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
From our NBOMI family, good night, and we love you.